Three things you must do when your cat stops eating. You probably think that when your cat skips a meal, it's no big deal. Maybe they're just being picky. Or perhaps they're restaging a silent protest because you bought the wrong flavor of wet food again. But what if I told you that your cat refusing food even for a single day could actually be a red flag for something much more serious? And what if I also told you that acting fast in this situation could literally save their life? Yes, I know. That sounds dramatic, but stay with me. Because today, we're going to uncover the 3 critical things every cat parent must do when their furry friend suddenly stops eating. And trust me, you'll want to know these steps before you find yourself staring at an untouched bowl of kibble and a pair of judging feline eyes. First, let's get real. Why is this such a big deal? Before we dive into what you should do, let's talk about why a cat skipping meals isn't something you can just shrug off. See, cats aren't like dogs. If a dog doesn't eat for a day, it's annoying, but usually not catastrophic. Cats, on the other hand, have incredibly sensitive systems. When they stop eating, their bodies quickly begin to break down fat reserves for energy. This process can overwhelm their liver and lead to a potentially fatal condition called hepatic lipidosis, or fatty liver disease. This can happen shockingly fast, sometimes in as little as 48 hours. That's why paying attention and taking action immediately is critical. And no, I'm not trying to scare you. Okay, maybe I am a little, but only because I've seen too many cases where he'll eat when he's hungry turned into an emergency vet visit. Step 1. Find out why your cat has gone on a hunger strike. The first thing you need to do is figure out what's causing your cat's sudden loss of appetite. And yes, I'm calling it a hunger strike because sometimes cats really are just being dramatic little furballs with a flair for passive-aggressive protests. But sometimes, it's not about attitude, it's about health. Start by asking yourself a few questions. Has anything in your cat's environment changed recently? Did you move their food bowl, switch brands of food, introduce a new pet, or even rearrange your furniture? Cats are creatures of habit, and even minor changes can send them spiraling into anxiety-fueled fasting. Next, observe their behavior. Are they still drinking water? Are they grooming normally? Do they seem playful or lethargic? Any signs of vomiting, diarrhea, or difficulty breathing? If your cat is skipping meals and showing other symptoms like these, don't wait. Call your vet. But what if there are no obvious symptoms? Well, you still can't assume it's nothing. Dental pain is a common and often invisible cause of appetite loss. Cats with painful teeth or gums may approach their food bowl, sniff, and then walk away because chewing hurts too much. And remember, cats are masters at hiding pain. It's an evolutionary survival tactic that doesn't help us humans at all. So here's the deal. If your cat hasn't eaten anything in 24 hours, or if they're eating significantly less than normal for more than 48 hours, you're officially on alert. Step 2. Tempt their appetite, but do it smartly, okay? So you've ruled out obvious environmental triggers, and your cat doesn't seem deathly ill yet. What now? It's time to bring out the big guns and try to coax them back to the food bowl. But don't just shove a spoonful of PT in their face. We're going for finesse here, not force feeding. Try warming up their food slightly. Just 10 to 15 seconds in the microwave can release more aroma and make it more appealing. Cats rely heavily on smell to decide if something's worth eating, and the stronger the scent, the more likely they'll be tempted. You can also try adding a small amount of something irresistible on top of their food, like tuna water, not oil. Plain chicken broth, no onions or garlic, or a sprinkle of freeze-dried treats. Sometimes a little flavor boost is all it takes to break their fast. And here's where I insert my gentle but firm warning. Do not, I repeat, do not try to force-feed your cat unless instructed by a veterinarian. Cats can become extremely stressed by force-feeding, and it often does more harm than good. If you've tried all the tricks in your arsenal, warming the food, changing textures, Offering a variety of flavors and your cat still isn't interested? Then it's time for the final and most crucial step. Step 3. Call your veterinarian. Yes, right now, I know. No one likes an unplanned trip to the vet. But if your cat hasn't eaten in 24 hours, or they're showing any additional symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, drooling, or hiding more than usual, this isn't the time to wait and see. Call your vet and get them checked out as soon as possible. Cats can't tell us when they're in pain or when they feel sick, but a loss of appetite is often the first and sometimes only sign that something's wrong. It could be something relatively minor, like an upset stomach, or it could be something serious, like kidney disease, pancreatitis, or even cancer. Only a professional can tell the difference. And don't forget, the longer your cat goes without food, the higher the risk of hepatic lipidosis. Even if your cat is overweight, their body isn't equipped to handle fasting. Ironically, overweight cats are actually at higher risk for fatty liver disease when they stop eating. So, let's recap. When your cat stops eating, it's not the time for tough love or the old they'll eat when they re-hungry routine. You need to act fast. Start by figuring out what's changed. Tempt their appetite with smart tricks. And if that doesn't work, get them to a vet. Because when it comes to cats, 24 hours without food can be the difference between a simple fix and a life-threatening emergency. And before you go, one more thing. I know this all sounds a little scary, but here's the good news. By being proactive, you're already doing an amazing job as a cat parent. Catching these warning signs early is the key to keeping your furry friend healthy and happy. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips to decode your cat's mysterious behaviors. And speaking of mysterious behaviors, do you know why your cat stares at you while sitting on your laptop? Or why they insist on knocking things off the counter at 3 a.m.? Click here to watch my video on 5 weird cat habits explained. And become the cat whisperer your pet always knew you could be.